Hi, welcome to the Year 4 Meet the Team video. If at any point in the video you miss any of this important information, please feel free to pause it.
So this year, working for our team is myself, Marina and Danielle. We will be leading the Foxes class, and alongside us we have Sandra and Kate supporting the children.
In Hedgehogs it will be me, Alice, and alongside me will be Anna and Carly.
Some important information to be aware of, particularly this year with the changes, is that Year 4 start their day at 8:55 when the scooter gate opens. That will be where the children will enter the school to come up to their classrooms. Our first session, however, only starts at 9:05 after we call the register, and that will run on until 10:45 when the children will go down for break in their Year 4 bubbles. After that, the second session starts at 11, and that will run until 12:30 when they go down for lunch. The third session of the day starts at 1:30 and finishes at 3:25 when the children will be on the top playground waiting to be collected by their parents. Please be aware that the main gate does open at 3:10. However, because we want to stagger the traffic and the crowd, it would be really helpful if parents could come and collect their children as close as the allocated time as possible. Even if it rains, this will be the procedure for the time being. Thank you.
Some other important information. PE will now be happening on a Thursday. Children must come into school in their PE kit. There will be extra PE will be determined. There will not be any swimming taking place this term. So we'll be doing 10 minutes of light exercise each day just to keep everybody moving. On Tuesdays, both me and Marina will be in the playground from 3:15, so feel free to come and talk to us. If you're not able to come into school in person, then please try to schedule a phone call with one of us.
Here is a template of what the Year 4 timetable looks like. It can change depending on what units we're covering, and also on special occasions when we have RE day and other kind of project days. But a normal day in Year 4 starts with guided reading, and it's followed by maths. Then after play we will start our English session, and in the afternoon we will do some handwriting practice and cover our foundation subjects such as science, geography, history and PSHE. On Thursday afternoons, as mentioned before, is the children's PE time and music time, so it's important that they wear their PE kit. And Friday is a slightly different day where the children will also do some Italian.
Some tips for reading at home with your child. Make sure your children are reading regularly for about 15 to 20 minutes every day. It's really important. Another good way of getting them involved is making it enjoyable. Let them pick their book, let them talk to you about their book. We have also subscribed to an online scheme which is called Reading Eggs. This is a really useful way of getting your child back into reading. Another good way is to write a book review which they can always come and share in class. And some helpful tips with handwriting. So please practice handwriting at home. As you know, we've obviously been doing a lot of online work, so we've been doing a lot of typing. It's really important to get back into handwriting. A good way of doing this is keeping a diary, writing down what they've done in a day. Another thing they could do is involve you and help you writing some lists, some shopping lists, or a bucket list of things they'd like to do in the holidays. Another good thing is writing recipes when you're helping cooking, or writing a short story that they can bring into class and get and share with us.
Some helpful tips of helping your child with maths at home is, particularly in Year 4, which at the end of the Year 4 in the summer term, they have to carry out a times tables kind of check test. So it's important to keep practicing your times tables, and that can be done by chanting or using videos and games, such as the games on interactive resources, which is also an online website that the school subscribes to, and everybody should have a password and login to get into. But it's also important to make sure that the children understand how times table facts connects with their division facts, and keep that practicing as well. You can always practice addition and subtraction facts and put that into context. So for example, if you were going to go to the shop, maybe ask your children to help you tally up or add up how much the shopping will come to, or even if they can work out the change, if you had a £10 note or if you had a certain amount of money, how much are they going to get back? If you take time, also if you have the opportunity to cook with your children, that's another good way to kind of contextualise maths and to make it useful and purposeful, and get them to pay attention to different different weights for the ingredients, and when you add those together, and kind of again using addition and subtraction skills and different scales and reading different scales on balance.
Here is an example of the overview for the autumn term, which was sent to you earlier in the week.
And it just covers some of the topics that we will be looking at in English, Maths, and kind of across the curriculum. We will start by looking at Conquer by Michael Monpergo. However, a lot of the things might change depending on the children's needs and where we find that they might need to be readdressed, or revision might need to take place.
We will also be looking at PSHE and having an art focus this term, as well as including a lot of circle time. With home learning, this will be given out on a Friday, and while it's not compulsory, we do advise children to complete this. It will then be during the following Wednesday. There will always be a math activity, a spelling activity, reading activity, and a topic task. The home learning should be printed as well as posted on Google Classroom. Some activities might be repeated. This is just to reinforce learning that is missed, or because children may take longer to grasp a certain topic or fact. All children have home learning books, but they can also share their work with a teacher on Google Classroom. This will be celebrated in class. We will be having a big focus on times tables, as said earlier, because there will be a times table check in the summer term. It's really important for the children to know their times tables all the way up to 12 by the end of year 4, as it's the foundation for most maths. The best way to do this is to practice little and often. This is the way to do it.
If you have any more questions about any kind of the new procedures and documentation that's changed this year, please go to our school website, where you can find all of the policies and any letters that you might have missed, any dates that are on the school calendar, and if you can't find any of the information that you're looking for, please contact the office or any of the staff and we can help you.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much.